last week.
So we're all good.
So,
We're all good. I've lost Rich. I ain't got Rich. Have you?
No, I can see Rich.
oh,
Not Rich.
click. Have you clicked that gallery view thing at the top?
Yeah, I've got that now.
Oh,
Is Rich there?
oh, we've gone live. I didn't play the intro or anything.
No.
We're live now. I forgot to press the button that played the intro.
Yeah!
So they got a little sneaky peek beforehand
Sneaky peek.
of us chatting random stuff. Oh,
That's all we're doing is chatting now, isn't it? We wouldn't drink, would we?
No.
What you on, Rich? Your water?
No, it's gin.
Oh, go on, lad. One far. That looks well weak, mate. You need to get some more in that. That's not right. You need to be like dead strong.
Like just straight out bottle.
Straight out, no water. Just took it in.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. Right, come on. What are we doing?
So, I thought, basically, last time we kind of ended up with a bit of chaos in the comment section. So I thought we'd start off each week with sort of a more in-depth question where we can have a bit of a discussion. Then, as soon as we've got that out of the way, we'll move on to the actual comments on YouTube, and work through them as long as we can. So the first question.
Can I just give a shout out first, please, before we get going? Sorry, I've been asked to give a shout out to Sam, who's watching at home with his partner Charlie. Oosh! Hiya! That's it. Thanks very much.
That's it. Done. So yeah, first question was one we sort of touched upon last week, but never actually got round to answering.
Yeah, you said it at the start, and then we never got to it, did we?
Yeah, so we're in trouble for that. So the question was along the lines of, with all kind of tackle moving forward and everything, if you could invent or bring to market one piece of tackle to make your life easier or better, what would it be and why? And you're kind of free to go a bit out there, a bit random.
Do you know what I want? I've had a week to think about this, Jay. Sorry.
Go on.
I want an app on my phone with a remote control to me barra.
To your barra.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Just like that on your phone. Yeah, go on, deal with it. Yeah. You could if you're having a rubbish match and you're bored, you could set it off mid-match and go and say hello to people, couldn't you? You know what I mean? That'd be ace, that.
And things like that when they're catching.
Yeah. Someone's catching loads, just go and wipe them out in one, can't you?
No. Go on, serious. I've done thinking.
Have you?
Yeah, I've done prep and everything. I've got everything here ready to show people and everything.
Have you actually made the product?
No, well, it's not producty because it's a hard one this to answer, isn't it? Because if we come up with the most perfect idea, then we're both going to get sacked by our companies that was sponsored by for telling the masses before we've even thought of it.
It doesn't affect me, so it's fine. It doesn't affect me, so it's fine.
You're all right. It's not me, mate.
Turn everyone off, Rich. We'll confide in you first.
What I'd look, it's almost a product that can't exist for me. It's impossible to exist. But we've talked about it loads. That my obsession has been that wagglery thing for ages. And I wish there was just one simple way of you do this and that does everything. Do you know what I mean? And the perfect attachment that does everything.
Yeah.
Which is weird. So I've got lots with me. I've got my two little. I've got my three little different ones. So, look at this. We like it.
That's it, Jay. You hit the nail on the head. There's so many different ways of setting it up, isn't there? I set it up completely different to you, and then someone else will set it up completely different to us. You know what I mean? There's so many different variations of it out there, isn't there?
Definitely, but there's different variations for me for different reasons. Do you know what I mean? I use 3 different ways of attaching a flip and float to my line, just because of types of flow or how you want to cast them or what you want to do. I wish there was just one perfect way, but it doesn't exist, I don't think. And for me, that was my thing. I wish there was just a simple way of whacking something on, almost like that. That's the most simple way. They are Perry's one. Mega.
But, so is the swivel going that little yellow thing then?
Yeah. It's just like a little bally thing like that. Where's my camera? One of them.
Yeah, I like that.
They were mega, but they're only right for one way of waggler fishing. They're right for you, pretty much for in your feed and catching fish when you're feeding.
No, but for mugging.
Yeah, no, they're not right for mugging, which is an issue because mugging you need almost a doubly thing that I don't want to show you these, but we'll do it very, very.
We've teased enough people. You've teased them enough, mate.
Yeah, we're doing them that are so much better. Mugging because it lands different, doesn't it? A single weight on a waggler pulls it down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You go block, which is great for when you're a bit deeper and when you're in your feed, but when you're mugging, it's not right.
I couldn't believe it, folks, right? Them floats that he's just shown you, Golden Reel final, you remember, Jay, he actually lent me two, because like, there's a few fish in my peg at the start, so I'm like,
yeah, that one.
Right load of these, I bet I'm going to catch a right load of these. And then as soon as all out went, the first person who was like right behind my shoulder was Rich, getting them back for Jay. I'm like, I'm not even started anything yet. I couldn't believe how quick you were.
I've got 4 of them little ones though, so I've got to look after them.
But that's like prime example. Is just basically won or thinks he might have won 50 grand, and then it's like first thing, get the wagglers back, Rich.
Yeah,
he probably would have said to you like halfway through, don't forget the wagglers of Andy, don't forget the wagglers of Andy, didn't you? No, I think mine, obviously joking apart, I'd love that with an app on your phone off with the trolley. I think mine would be something as simple as a set of rules for all commercials where it's the same for every commercial you go to. You know, we touched on it last week, didn't we, Rich? You know what I mean? But one plain set of rules for all commercials, that's it. You know what I mean? Every commercial you go to is exactly the same, and then you don't need to worry about anything. Simple as that.
Yeah, you kind of not answered the question.
So much easier.
Not product or tackle related, but
no, but it's that in it. It's like all commercial, all fisheries come together and just sort themselves out, and just like one set of rules for everything. It's so much easier. It does my head in when it's weight limits. I haven't got a clue. I just keep putting more nets in. I've like got £10 in each one. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to go over it or what have you. If it was like 4 nets and then a certain amount of bait, that'd be easy for everyone. Everyone knows where they're coming from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would simplify things. But that's a massive conversation we could go into, doesn't it? Because it all depends on every fishery. It's just different things happen, doesn't it? But yes, I do agree with you. One set of rules would make life very simple, wouldn't it?
I suppose it's getting that overriding set of rules that kind of covers all the fish safety side of things. So it's just hard, isn't it? I suppose everyone looks at it different. Like if you've got a fishery filled with like 15-20 pound carp, you're going to look at things differently to someone where you're catching hundreds of F1s every day, sort of thing. So
yeah.
Where
if you still have that same set of rules, you play. You don't need to take like whatever 6, 7, 8 pounds of pellets with you. The option's there. That's what you're limited to. You know what I mean? It's up to you to decide then.
Or limit bait everywhere that we go.
Oh, don't talk about bait limits.
I'll just put the full amount in wherever we go. Yeah, 8 pints. Is that what? Yeah, just took it in.
Right. But yeah,
a little visitor.
A
bit noisy in that fridge then, weren't you? What we got? Yogurt. Oh, we've got some yogurts. Yes. Thomas the Tank Engine yogurts. Nice. Right. Off you, Potter. Go on, off you
go. It's like every week now. It's like, right, it's 7 o'clock. I'm coming on. So did you answer? I don't know. Did you answer the question?
Sort of. Rules.
Sort of. Yeah. Almost.
I don't know. I mean, go on.
Where do you think sort of like the advances are going to be? Or do you think we've almost reached a peak where everything's just going to be like little incremental gains?
Yeah, you've hit it nail on the head. It's little tiny things that are just going to make that little bit more of a difference. But ultimately, it all boils down to the angler, doesn't it? You know what I mean? More than anything.
It's nearly got that level, hasn't it? There's not been a game for a long time, has there?
No.
Tell you what I did think would be, I don't know if it's good, bad or indifferent, but have you seen, spoms, the bait, the ones you cast out and they like explode on the surface?
Come on.
If you did one of those, but kind of shrunk it down so it was in a pole, basically in a pole cup. So you've got a little small one, you clip it shut, you can ship out as quick as you want, you don't have to worry about keeping your pot upright, bouncing pellets out or anything like that, and then you just literally tap it on the surface and it just opens up and drops your bait right on the spot. So for like dry pellets and stuff like that, that'd be mega. But I don't know if you can actually shrink it down, and I think Spom have a patent on it anyway, so...
I'm with you. It's a very random one, that, Rich. I've just ended up playing with that more than actually fishing.
But
it's just like, oh.
But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be quite nice that you could just ship out, not even thinking about keeping your pole upright or anything, bouncing it, whatever, and you can just
empty it all out.
Yeah, 100% every time. Like, I suppose that's the thing. If you
can you do an extra large one for me, please, Rich?
What? Just an actual full size Spom?
I'm just gonna feed.
Just like half a kilo in one go.
Have it.
But why does no one use bait droppers on commercials?
I've used them on commercials before now. You know, aerator peg on Arena, Jay. Remember that one? Peg 1 or 32, whatever it used to be. I've used a bait dropper there. And the flat float and all that. Didn't make a blind bit of difference. Just took a ledge on him and caught one of chuck, but I used it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's more so for the traditional waters, to be fair.
Right. Sound. Should we do some YouTube-y questions then? So there's we're probably kind of behind on this already, so I'll flick through and pick out some of the more interesting ones that we haven't done before. Obviously, bearing in mind that if you've asked a question, we've done 3 of these, I think, already. So I'll try and avoid going over the same questions. So please do not be offended if we don't look at yours specifically. So first up is Chris Hodgkiss. How do you stop micros mushrooming out the toss pot when there's so many different varieties when you go to different fisheries? Probably a Jamie question.
What does it mean by it? How?
When you put it in and sort of like get that mushroom effect as it plop out.
Yeah, I think
sort of come back in himself, Jay.
Yeah, it's probably on about like actually preparing them, getting them to come out of the pot right, like you're on about.
Yeah, just double wetting. Double wetting them is everything. If you put like margin fishing, that's what we're on about, is getting that clump to end up in a clump on the bottom in shallow water. Other than making a ball, obviously that'll get down better. But if you don't, I know what he's on about now, that mushroom cloud that I'm on about now, it leaves a space in the middle with no bait. Yeah, double wetting them. You know, wet them once so they go soft but become dry, but they're all soft sort of, and then wet them again. I mean, you want them to nearly be wrecked.
So what are you doing? Are you soaking them for like 2 minutes and draining them sort of thing the first time?
No, I do my first batch straight away when I get to my peg, or even before I leave if I can, what pellets I'm allowed, that I'll cover them in water, leave them. I mean, just cover them by a couple of mil. Let them do what they do for a couple of hours. I mean, as long as you possibly can. And then just before, literally, I won't even do it at the start of the match, because unless it's normally an edge thing, isn't it, when you're feeding your micros in that way. So I might do it 10 minutes before I'm due to do it. I'll get half my pot of micros, put them in another pot, and then ruin them. I mean, put quite a lot of water, make them a stodgy mess, and just they just stick together a lot better than get to the bottom.
Yeah. Nice. Do you change between if you've got scretens and coppins? Is it just scretens you can do it with, or that you can do it properly with?
But coppins have gone all right at the minute. I mean, we've had like really, really good batches recently.
Yeah, they've been good.
Yeah, where you can just actually properly cover them, and it looks like you've ruined them, doesn't it, with coppins, and then it goes past that phase.
Yeah,
I think obviously it comes down to preparing the pellets is everything, Jay, but it comes down to how you introduce them into your peg as well, doesn't it? As we've touched on quite a few times in our videos. You know, if you're going too harsh with that pot, sinking it under, riffing it back up, it is going to have that. Whereas if you keep it under the water, let them trickle out with like holes in the bottom of your top, holes in the top of your pot, then that's when you're going to get that nice column of bait in it.
Yeah. So it's not even I think the column's a bad thing as well. It's you want one lump straight out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's spread. It's about keeping that pile as small as you possibly can in it. But yeah, double wet them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, aren't we tonight with these? I like it. Go on the answers.
Well, we've got I've just got a list of questions coming up on the comments, and we're like just done one, and there's already hundreds. So God knows how long it's going to take. So which for your elastics, what lubrication are you using?
I just use the lake water. I don't use any other than I'll use what Jay does, air conditioning water in the winter on my solids. For hollows, I don't use anything. I'll just give it one of them under the water and just let it come back into the pole.
Yeah.
You don't want air conditioning, it's wasted, isn't it, mate? It's wasted.
You just don't have much air conditioner lying about, otherwise you'd use it a lot more, wouldn't you?
Yes.
But yeah, that's been well documented on it, that I air conditioner.
What's your mix though, Jay?
7 parts water to 1 part air conditioner.
And is it any brand of air conditioner? Like Herbal Essence or
Simple hair, got no smell in it.
What is that one?
Simple. From Home and Bargain or Home
Mate,
Bargain.
that'd suit me right well, wouldn't it? Simple. I'm having it.
That one, just got no perfume.
Nice.
That one.
What would be the best way of fishing for F1s on the Waggler, as presentation's a lot more different than on the pole?
Don't do it.
How dare you, Jay?
It's in the summer, isn't it? If you try fishing for F1 shallow on a Waggler in the summer, just don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I love like traditional Waggler in the winter. It's fantastic for him, catching everything swimming, and you can do a silly weight. But that's when you can fish like strung out shots, number 11s or 10s down the line, or holding a tight line to it, so it's coming through, and you hit pretty much everything, don't you, Jay? You know what I mean? You don't miss anything. But summer, don't fish a Waggler for F1, says Jay. Definitely not.
No, you need to go. I'll tell you what they use. Have you seen them using that thing at Western Pools, that clown's nosy thing?
No.
It's like a pipe pong. You need to, if you're going to fish a Waggler for F1s, they've got to hook themselves, haven't they? So if you try and
the sort of like that sort of teardroppy shape almost.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Have I got one? No, I ain't got one.
He's got to have one, hasn't he? Come on, Jay.
I haven't got one. No.
What, like it's like a bubble float kind of thing then? Because Daddy May uses a bubble float and he catches loads on that.
It will, like, do you remember Drennan Scuds?
Yeah. With the bulbous bit at the top.
Yeah, but forget about that. It used to be the oniony type float body, and then you leave about 3 inches of stem, and then you stick a big. It was a Fox, a luminous red ball on the top.
The ones they use for pike fishing.
Yeah, the ones for pike.
Animals.
Stick one of them on top, and they all look themselves. But yeah, traditional. Leave it alone in the summer for F1s.
It's probably not for who. What was the? Oh no, it was when we did that challenge, Andy May, where the first one we did, where he almost had you on that little Waggler on the pole.
Yeah. Mark Dickinson, Dicko. Yeah, nearly smashed me to bits on that. Yeah. Good venue that. I know we'll have to go back there, won't we, Westlands?
Where was it?
Westlands, wasn't it? York, Westlands.
Was it? I don't know. I remember I was late. That was just after I'd started at Matt, wasn't it? And I was like, whoa.
Yes. I'm not setting a good example there, Rich, would you?
I know. I was like scared that I was going to get told off, and I remembered it was you and Pat that were there. And I was like, oh, right.
We wouldn't be bothered, mate.
Did a little hello. Tom Batterby, are you sick of drinking yet?
Is that mainly directed at me?
It's got to be.
No, I'll have a night off every other night. To be fair, I'm either good. I'm not saying what I'm going to go back. Probably go back like 28 stone, alcoholic and diabetic or something like that with the amount of eating and drinking. So, you know, innit?
I think that's the thing, isn't it? You kind of fishing doesn't feel that it feels quite unhealthy, but then you think I've just sat there for 5 hours and not eaten anything or drank anything. And sat at home, you don't sit for 5 hours not eating.
Not a chance.
Joe Farley, quick one for Andy. What 3 ratings on the map elastics would you recommend to cover me commercial fishing?
What, for this time of year or for just in general?
Yeah, this time of year.
This time of year, so you want sort of pink 6 to 9, white 6 to 10, and then for your carp you want green 10 to 14. That'll do absolutely everything. Carp only one is. In the venue, then the orange 3 to 6 is a good bet as well.
Yeah, you went a bit weird, but I think everyone kind of got that.
Got that.
Oh dare you! I went weird.
Are you like sitting away from your Wi-Fi box again?
No, and I'm right close to it. I'm same as last week.
I've
probably got Ollie's probably on everything. He's probably on iPad. He's on the other laptop. He's probably watching something on the Sky. You know what I mean? Probably using it all up.
Nice. Andrew Pearson, when fishing on a snake lake for F1s, if you've got a heavy tow, would you ever let the rig run through, or would you just keep laying it in?
It depends where you but never really want it moving, do you? Never, ever, ever. If you're down the middle, you could sort of get away with it a bit. But if you're fishing, if it's a snake lake as well and you're on a slope, then it's knackered.
Would you agree? This is what I can't remember who told us this. This was a Coleman'sy thing, that if you have got a bit of wind and tow and stuff, you need to be fishing maggots, because maggots can kind of get away if they're towing a bit, but pellets you can't.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, I'd say on the slope, yes, definitely, because pellets just don't stay. But maggots don't stay there either. I think it's just because they nail maggots better when they eat them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you mean because pellets they're more inclined to require good conditions, aren't they? On a snake lake, on a slope, if it's moving, they're a nightmare, aren't they?
Yeah, it's got to be right conditions, you say, 100%.
Yeah. But the thing is, they eat when it's like that as well, don't they? They want to feed.
Yeah. Just to get your cellar, it's good, isn't it?
So, if you've got like a dead windy day, would you prefer to kind of fish a lighter float and have to keep laying it in, except that it's going to be moving and not quite stable? Or would you prefer to go like a 4B18 or something daft just to make sure it's stable?
Depends what you're feeding, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Depends what mood them little buggers are in as well. If you're loose feeding maggots, then you've got to have both because you don't know. But with pellets, I'd go down the heavy route. But with maggots, I'd have both options just in case. So the heavy, you're going to be the one. But flipping egg, that last round at Tunnel's the one that popped in my head as soon as you said that. In that I said all heavy rigs because it was blowing a hoolie. But it was like the first time that they fed and they started incepting them. And if I had some light ones, I'd have caught a bit more.
Yeah. When you say heavy, what's the sort of heaviest you'd set up on a normal 6 foot snake lake or whatever? Yeah,
418s would be about. Do you know what I mean? On a snake lake, 418s. You're never going to need it, are you?
Yeah.
Not that I can think of.
No, I can't think of any. It's just no need.
No, that'd be about the biggest.
Someone's asking, what wagglers do you use for mugging?
Them ones.
Is he going to show again? Jay.
You're gonna look fast. One of them. Or maybe one of...
I took a picture then. Douche.
One of them.
So
no, I have two blokes making me for them. I have Tim Moores that makes me some beautiful little ones. And I have Tesnals who both make me two phenomenal little foamy wagglers for feeding, stroke, mugging, stroke, whatever they're needed for. And
you're all organised there. You've got your floats and everything. Them the ones I use. Keith Easton.
Right. Yeah, but they're no good for mugging.
If you've got a 6 foot tail.
Yeah, big long mugging, they'd be all right. They're a feeding one, them, aren't they, within your bag?
Yes, love them floats. They're amazing.
I wouldn't want to touch them. I've told you this, isn't it? That what they're made from.
Yes. No, we know.
Or I don't know who told me. I don't know if it's true or not. But apparently, it's the tubes they use for them are what they use to artificially inseminate bulls.
Oh yeah, you had told me that.
Yeah, so you don't want like a used second-hand one or anything like that. Yeah. I've got someone was saying, how did I get together with you two? That sounds a bit weird, but
I remember the first time I ever met you, Rich. We was on the Evoca pool at Cudmore, remember? And it was the start of the video that you had to do for Challenge Andy May.
Was that the first time I met you? First
time I ever met you. Yeah.
Was that?
I thought you sounded like you were going to be like 40 odd years old. That you up, not that you sounded like that. Yeah, I didn't know what to make of you. I was sort of like, hi.
I didn't have a clue. I didn't do any match fishing at that point, so I was just like, who the hell is this?
It's a great person for you to start me on me, wasn't it?
Nah, I think it was Cudmore as well with basically, for anyone who's a bit confused by the whole situation, it was as I started working at Map Leader, so you were both there at the time, I think with Jay, it was doing a Waggler skill school, wasn't it? On Arena.
On Arena.
That was 2015, I think. Because it was just before that.
Time ago, no?
Just before your second fish show, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what we were practicing for, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know whether you were convinced or not it was going to work, but it was like, it was shocking, wasn't it?
Yes, we caught nothing. It was rubbish.
So,
What did they do? No, they rammed it with little carp that year. That must have been after that.
They rammed it with little carp, but then you caught them all mugging, didn't you? That's when you went for a wee. That was that year, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't that year. It was the year when I went for a wee.
Yeah.
Like little ones on the feeder, little diddy
pound. Oh, you got them on them little tiny method feeders, didn't you?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Little things, yeah. Mm. So yes, that's when we met. So it was all the map days, wasn't it, that it came about?
Yeah, and then I don't know.
What interested you in it, Rich? Obviously coming from a carp background and what have you. You just think, well, I'll go with that.
I think
enter fish, qualified, didn't you, mate?
Basically, yeah. It was one of those where obviously going out with a lot of match anglers, obviously yourselves and Denty and Tony Curd and all that lot. It was
Big T.
Yeah. It was kind of like at the time I was sort of, I don't know if I didn't like carp fishing or whether I'd sort of just ran out of time, because the venues that you'd want to fish, it was a case that you just needed to spend a lot of time on it, so you would like 3-4 nights a week sort of thing. And I think I just got to the point where I didn't have time to do it and everything. And I always find fishing more interesting when you're going through that learning phase where stuff's new and exciting sort of thing. As soon as like I'm the same now with if I go to the same venue like 3 or 4 times in a row, I get a bit bored doing the same thing, and you end up going somewhere else just to make it a bit more interesting. So yeah, I just kind of fell into it and end up with you two.
Yeah, you lucky person.
So next question, Will Marchant. Do you prefer mugging on a pole or a waggler?
Pole's easier, so you can proper clatter them on a pole. But if you can do it on a waggler properly,
it goes back to the old school, doesn't it? Back in the day, anything on a rod and line, just for me, is just so much better. But obviously, pole fishing, you can't compete with. Well, usually you can't compete with it for weights, can you?
No, it is better if they're in pole. But so with waggler mugging, it's such a tricky one, isn't it? You can really, really get that to yourself as well.
Yeah.
It's flipping hard to do. That takes some serious practice. So, I mean, we can all pretend that we can do it, they're good, but that takes some practice. To be able to mug them really well on a waggler, that's not something to do overnight. That's tricky.
I think that's everything as well, isn't it? That's getting the right setup and then being able to cast it where you want to, when you want to, consistently as well. So
a lot of things that make big difference when doing that, isn't there?
Yeah, I think that's the other thing on it as well, is kind of being able to read how the fish are reacting as well. I think this, like, probably coming from a carpy background as well, you probably learn so much surface fishing for them where you can actually watch them how they like go around bait and stuff. And that's the thing I've been going on about to you, hasn't it? Like, you need to get polarized glasses sorted, and the difference that makes as soon as you can see what way they're facing, what way they're swimming, how they're reacting to stuff. You learn, you get so much more out of it then, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Just a couple more bites, didn't it? Oh, we keep talking about carp and big carp. All I can think of is Terry's video, boys. That was the bestest video in the world.
I haven't seen it yet.
You know.
And just watch Terry after we've done this.
It's amazing.
Yeah, we're buying a boat, aren't we, Rich?
Yeah.
Can we hire him as well?
We're going on a boat and we're going to live on the Thames for a year.
Well,
yes.
Andy, you're the point of contact for Terry because you're at Dynamite, so...
I think I might have put him off last time, to be fair.
Kidnap him, and we love
didn't
him.
want to make him, I don't think.
Tell us the story.
No, I'll scare him all over again just in case he's watching.
I somehow don't think Terry Earn's going to be watching a random live stream about
Might be, you know what I mean?
Go on. Yeah. That's quite a good idea. Mad Dog Windle, going back to the kind of product-y stuff. I'd want a keep net that tells you what weight you have in it. Because I'm
Nice.
rubbish.
You keep that.
Yeah. To be fair, I was thinking, I don't know if the technology is there, but if you had, as long as you netted every fish, if you could have kind of a scale built into the landing net head, so it knew, give or take, what weight it was, and then it sort of like triggered as you put it down in the keep net ring, it should be possible to do, but...
I wanted it put on a foot plate. I want someone to do on a foot plate, you know what I mean? Scales on that. Whack him straight on it, straight in the net, innit? You know what I mean? Easy.
Yeah, but that's clickers, isn't it? Right. I want something where, because the thing I was thinking was, how good would it be if you could, if you had that where it automatically did it, and then you had an app where you had the live leaderboard of weight, so it was like Fisho, but in every
like that, though, we're missing loads of bites, wouldn't you? No. Too techie, you Rich. Come on.
There'd be ways around that as well, because you'd be able to like net it, put in your keep net, and then scoop it up again and pretend you've got another one, put it back in and stuff like that.
You'd be all right with your headset in there, wouldn't you? You'd be having a live feed on your ear, so you'd be listening, wouldn't you, what you've had?
Do you find in Fisho finals where you've got that live track of weights, do you find that makes a difference to how you fish or not, knowing where you are?
I don't like it. I don't want to know.
You know,
it's exciting, but it's more so for like the public looking in, isn't it? It's not nice. It's exciting. It is.
I'd rather not know, I think.
Yeah. Do you generally find as well when your kind of estimations of where you are in, or do you quite often think, oh, I'm nowhere near, and then you kind of win a match sort of thing, just in normal match fishing?
Yeah, every match is different, isn't it? Sometimes you know that you're on a shed full and it's dead easy, and other times they rock up at the end, and other times that you know that it ain't going to happen.
The amount of times you think, though, someone's in front of you and they're not really, like, you've like beat them easy. The amount of times you've been into match and done that, though, it happens a lot, that, doesn't it?
Yeah, big fish.
Yeah.
Big fish that can't off happen that you think that you're far behind and you're not.
I think I get easily influenced by. I kind of start believing people after a bit. You know, when someone, I had it on at Viaduct where I was second with John Annan next to us. In my head, I kind of knew he was like one or two fish ahead of us all the match because he had a couple early, and I kind of knew at the end. I knew I'd not won it, but he kept going on. So, oh no, you've done us. In the end, I'm trying like maybe I've like overestimated the size of his fish, and then he's weighed and he's done us by like £15 or something. So
close, mate.
Not don't know, for a final that might not happen by the sound of it.
No, I don't know what's happening yet, do we?
Well, they've done the dates, haven't they? But it's going to be pushing it, I think, by the looks of it.
Phil's just done a bit Golden Reel's doing everything they can to make sure it happens this year.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he's written it off until June, pretty much, which is the sensible thing to do, isn't it? But after that, it's got potential, who knows?
Yeah, well,
what about Fisho? What's the final date for Fisho now, then?
The 29th of August, that's been moved to.
Oh, was he in it? There'll be a lot of people can't do it because of holidays, wouldn't they, in August? So
is that when you're away last week in August? Is it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Was it August?
It's all hypothetical at the minute as well. Who knows?
Yeah. So who knows when we'll actually be back out on the bank?
I know.
Kevin Warden. Everyone's asking fishing question, but what's your favourite bankside snack whilst fishing?
How dare you? You can't eat them fishing.
To be fair, we never do we? Never really eat when we're fishing, do we?
I mean, coaching-wise, I'm a nightmare. You must have seen me when I've been coaching, Jay. I'll nip off about 10:30, get the brews in, come back. Then I'll go about 12:30, get the soups in or sandwiches. Then I'll go again about sort of 2:30, 3 and get another brew in. I'm a nightmare. That's different, though, isn't it? But
yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever eaten. I mean, obviously, seeing him on the feeding matches, don't you? With like a proper set of little gas stove and all that, and you know, flasks full to the brim.
What's best? Let's award best fishery breakfast instead, then.
Right. I have had a lot of breakfasts over the years, to be fair. The best one.
Menu detective on them, yeah.
I'm going to go for, is it Blake Hall? Blake Hall. Is it Blake? What's the one with the big peninsula lake, Jay? Is that Blake Hall? You know as well.
I'm not there, that's what we, or isn't that Stony Way?
It's, You know it, Rich. It's not far from you, is it?
Oh, it's by Alton Towers way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not sure.
It's got a Peninsula Lake and a Blake Lake and a Hall. Yeah, it's Blake Hall. I'm sure it is. Amazing breakfast.
Yeah.
That best breakfast.
Proper. He's like a proper butcher. The bloke, like, he's just amazing. Proper big thick cut bacon and like tasty sausages. I want a brekkie now. I'm starving.
No, I'm dying to brekkie.
That I think that's the thing, isn't it? As soon as you like go from them chip shop sausages to like proper sausages, that's where it starts getting into the better category.
What was that? That Chester Lakes? That didn't like, didn't it? But when we went there just after Christmas.
That weren't a bad one, yeah. But thingy gets it for me. Not even officially though. That one we go to whenever you go to Larford, or whenever
the little red shutter one in
Open Kitchen Cafe in Stowellport. That's the best one. That
opposite the that boozer, opposite the I know what you mean. I can't remember the name of the pub.
In the village, innit? Next to Mark's Tackle, it is just round the corner from there.
Yes, I know what you mean.
That's best.
That's a good big portions and all, isn't it? Massive big plates on that. Come on, mate.
Do chips belong on a breakfast?
Yeah.
Do you?
Come on, Jay, stop it. Yeah, they're not chips.
Right.
Potato things. They're all risky things.
This is coming from the bloke that this week recommended to me and Rich we should be having cheese on our...
Right, folks, honestly, you've got to try this. Cheese on crumpets and hot cross buns or tea cakes, anything. Toast it first. But this one down here, Jay, he's melted his cheese. What? Melted cheese? You've got to do a nice slice and put it on. And it's got to be mature cheddar. Mate, when you said melted, I nearly threw the phone in the back. What are you on about melted cheese?
On a crumpet, though?
Give it them.
Do you not melt it on a crumpet?
Yeah, melted on crumpet, that's all good.
It's amazing. Have you tried it? Have you tried it properly since though, Jay?
No, I went shopping today, but I had issues in the car park, so I came out.
Yes, you did. Do you want to enlighten us, Jay?
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about it. Still got it. Yeah. Right, come on, back to fishing. Back to fishing.
What's the difference between a feeder and a float reel?
About that and that.
Just size.
Size, really. I mean, traditionally for a float reel, you'd want a small one, like 2,500, 3,000, the absolute most. But feeder reels, you just keep going on, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 size. And obviously, float reels back in the day used to be used, and close space ones. Do you want, Jay? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Well, usually it's a size.
Yeah.
It is.
Right, we'll blast through a few quick ones. Dead specific. James Bradley, course fishing. Always great to see you. Andy, can you still get spares for the first generation 801?
Yes, absolutely. Of course you can. But all the other generations will fit in as well.
Backwards compatible, so 801, 2G.
That's
and
what I was
3G.
looking for, Rich. Like that. Backwards compatible, cheeky.
I should get a job there. Jamie, what distance did you do the toilet roll challenge at? Because you made it look easy.
It wasn't
me or Jay.
He said Jamie.
Was,
so
one bit. Was it? It was a double game, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, sorry, folks. So it was 30 foot, so 3 10-foot bomb rods. But sat down, folks. These two didn't even sit down, did they?
I was sat down.
Was you?
It took me about a week, but I was sat down.
No, you were stood up.
No,
I didn't start only because I didn't pay attention. But all I was worried about, right, I thought I was going to take my conservatory out. I thought, this is going to get stuck in the grass. And I'm going to pull it, and I'm going to go right through the conservatory window.
It was hard work. I tried it without clipping up. I think it took like 400 goes. And then I clipped up and I got it after 40 goes. I thought, right, come on, let's just do it. And I got it on 4th go. But I don't know how to edit like you do, Rich.
Yeah, I had to because it was about 3 hours long otherwise. So I had to like speed it up a bit. Carol wants a shout out for her husband, Kev.
Right, Kev. Well, mate.
Rich, are you confident you'll bash Andy and Jamie in a match? Yeah, obviously.
It's true for us, because we really are.
Well, I think I've said this before and I'll do it again. If I ever draw next to Jamie or Andy, then it's sort of, I've got nothing to lose because everyone expects them to beat you. So if they beat you, you've lost nothing. But if I beat them, they're in a world of pain, and it's like career over, isn't it? In one foul swoop.
Ever let us forget it, will you?
No, it's going everywhere. So.
Amazing, mate.
But yeah, I don't know. I've started. It's kind of annoying that we can't go fishing now because I just started like getting good at drawing again. I'd had a year or two where I've been shocking, and like the last few matches I've just been calling pegs and everything.
Oh yeah, on again. We'll play. In fact, you did. You called that one a tunnel, and then went to viaduct to do the next to the peg that you called.
Yeah, but saying that, I found it so many times. If you've done I've been to fish viaduct twice, and both pegs that I've been on have been pretty much where I've done a feature previously. So I just need to do features on 1, 2, 4 all the time, and I'll be there or thereabouts.
Draw the stack. Peg one at the glebe every week on a feature.
Oh yes, please.
Have you been on that?
Peg one.
Yeah.
Yeah, one. Once in a May.
Oh, is that what you?
DJ, what didn't you?
Yeah, don't knuckle about, mate. Get job done.
It's weird, isn't it? It's solid, but they're like smaller fish, aren't they, on there?
They didn't used to be. Yeah, there used to be like proper ones in there, but yeah, there's loads of little. Well, they're not little, are they? So
no, they're still £4, aren't they? It's just solid.
Yeah.
It's a.
Why, David Sanderson? Why do so many commercials ban floating baits, and do you agree with it?
Yeah, I don't agree with floating baits at all. I think the main reason was obviously any wind on the venue, it's just going to blow all the fish out of your peg and into whoever's got the prevailing wind. Simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah. Not fair.
The fish off back in the day when it was all floating dog biscuits at Hayfield.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare, wasn't it? Obviously, wherever the wind was blowing, that's where all the fish would congregate.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Didn't Rob Hutchins win one?
Nathan won one as well, didn't he?
Did he? No, Nathan was floating pole, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was floating baits as well, wasn't it?
I don't know. I was very young then. I don't know. I can't remember that one. But yeah, I remember a few people wanted to be floating dog biscuits.
It must have been a while ago if Nathan was winning Fisher.
Yeah.
Champion of champions, isn't he? Still the champione.
That's like you going on about Kamazan Matchman of the Year, isn't it?
Stop it, mate. Come on. Let me have your glory, Rich.
In fact, Nathan might actually be more recent than that.
Don't you start. Rich is a bad influence on you, Jay. Don't you get involved, mate. Come on.
Right, Andrew Lee. As you're both based in the Northwest, if there was one venue you could move closer to you, which would it be?
Ooh.
I'm already here. I'm on the River Dane, innit? That's why I live where I live.
So where else you go? I think I know where you go. I reckon you'd go to buy Docklow.
Oh, 100%. I love Docklow. In fact, no, what am I on about breakfast-wise? Docklow's breakfast as well. I can't believe I didn't say Docklow breakfast. Jay, honestly, mate, you've got to come with us. When we're allowed out, we've got to go to Docklow. You will love it, mate.
Is it mega lovely there? I don't know where I'd go. Where would I move to? I just moved down into the middle bit, so I ain't got to drive. Right in the middle, anywhere like around Birmingham, and they've got it so good down there for our clubs everywhere. So that's what I'd
do. Yeah.
You've got a big trek, you really, everywhere, haven't you, mate?
I don't know.
Yeah, every circle in it.
Like, I think where I am, it's sort of like there's nothing on my doorstep, but if you go an hour in any direction, you kind of
get anywhere
at decent venues. So I think from an actual where you live, but I think if you could pick one, I think he was going more if you could move one venue closer to you.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, Docklow, without doubt. Love Docklow.
So you go. I don't know. I like Western by me. Western's mega as a venue with everything. I don't know. Boddington, so we've got a big carpy one.
That's a nice one. Richard smashes up on there, I reckon, Jay. Chucking 318 yards with his bomb.
Get chode rigs out, wouldn't he, and smashes it. Oh,
Terry. Get things on and all sorts. With Terry. I've got to see this episode, haven't I? I've got to see it.
Oh, there's about like 5 or 6 that they've done that are all like... It's just like telling stories is like the best. It's proper like fangirl moment, isn't it?
Meg, honest, it's just so good. Honest. but we've got this certificate right next to me in my cabinet that says that we're better than that. So
yes,
I don't know who voted for that, but nice one.
Winners, didn't we?
Mike Blake's getting he's getting angry, he's swearing. Mike Blake, can you please be nice?
Come, no swearing, we're trying.
He's getting angry that we've not read his messages, but we're kind of miles behind because we're messing about. And now I've lost track because I was reading his angry comments.
Rich, what's that on the wall behind? It looks like a tarantula with only 4 legs missing.
It's
What?
stop. You're distracting people from the
Oh,
comments.
sorry.
I fell off.
Jay, what's happened, mate?
I fell off. I was knocking the tarantula. I've got it again.
But yeah, sorry, Mike.
What's his question, Rich? Come on, don't lose it now. What's his question?
I don't know. I've just got all the messages that are saying, do you 3 read these messages? Read the live chat, you bellends.
Actual swearing.
I don't know what the actual original question was, so sorry, Mike.
Get him to put it in again, Mike, please.
It's not Mike. This is Chris Slater. So we're about like halfway to series. Do you think there will be a different field of finalists or the same anglers, same group of anglers that qualify?
It'd be the same anglers, but we've spoke about this a lot, haven't we? About having something in the winter.
That silverfish was good, wasn't it? I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? But to getting it to sort of fisho size, I don't think it's possible just because you can't get the numbers.
No, you're not going to get the spectators out either, are you? A freezing cold day.
Yeah, that as well. Just everything's not right for the winter, isn't it? Leagues and that are the way to go because they get you committed, don't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, that silverfish one's the way to go. Hopefully that'll grow.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's good that. I enjoyed that.
And that brings a different range of anglers in. A bit of everyone tries that as well. Once they stop whinging about F1s counting at a handful of venues, it actually ended up, do you know what I mean? All the sensible comments in the end were, it was a mega competition, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No F1s, everyone.
Well, I think you're probably getting two. It was quite a good way of doing it for getting different groups of anglers because it was like your Western and places like that where it is going to be won with F1s.
Yeah.
Because I won it, did I mention?
Yeah.
I didn't. I was second.
Yeah, the tents, didn't you, as well, Rich?
Yeah, ruined me F1 fishing, to be fair. But you end up with different groups of anglers, don't you? Because that pool of anglers that you're drawing from that will fish the F1 venues and maybe a bit of commercial silverfish fishing is going to be totally different to sort of like your rivers and your canals and stuff like that, isn't it? And you're seeing from the names in the final as well, like what a mix of anglers it was when you drill down to it, like all different. There was some mega natural anglers, some decent commercial anglers, and some random people who fluked it like me.
Yeah, but it is that's the way to go in the winter, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's an event that's going to grow because it was. Looking back at it, it was mega, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was really good.
It was a competition that.
Tyrone Horn. I've noticed now Andy is adopting Jamie's approach to feeding small amounts when fishing. Really? This is one area I struggle, usually blowing my peg with overfeeding. Is this the way forward or little and often?
I mean, it's a general rule. It's little and often is the most important thing by far. But, you know, watching someone the likes of Jamie and how he goes about his, session, basically, it is proper mind-blowing and eye-opening. Obviously, we've all got our own thought process and what we think's right. But I think it's more to do with, obviously, watching his swim as well. But the way Jamie starts off, it's just, he's watching everyone, aren't you? You know what I mean? Seeing what people are doing. And he's sort of like making decisions for himself. Obviously, he'll have it in his own head what he's going to do, but it's just brilliant to watch. It's fantastic.
Not wrong, is it? Do you know what I mean?
No, definitely not.
Feeding loads of bait, but time and a place for it.
Yeah.
Ever straight away. It's always.
I mean, I've always been. I mean, you see how we start. I mean, I started on Suez when you sat with me on Suez. And that is literally, generally, how I'd always start off at the time of the year. You know, putting all that baiting down the middle, getting them in the peg, and then obviously loose feeding all the time to get them there. And then obviously when you go on it, that's feeding mouths too much, or you need to like calm it down a little bit. Styles make anglers, don't they? What works for one angler won't work for another. We said it time and time again. It's not true.
Yeah. We're going to make him say all that again or not?
I think we
Oh,
kind of got.
Did you not hear me?
You kept fading in and out. I think we kind of got the gist of it, but yeah,
we got what you're on about.
But I think there's always like there's certain styles work at certain times of year as well. You always like in the summer you get those like mega paced anglers at like there's a month or two where they're almost unbeatable. There's every venue you seem to get some old boy that will just sit on a top kit all day, and you're like he's never going to catch anything, but then he just smashes everyone up round him as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Or your dad who just does random things and smashes it up.
Daddy May on a QM1 for skimmers, Jay, when it was freezing cold. 17.
That last week. Oh, that was it.
Ridiculous, mate.
Bit random, but say if it works, it's all good, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Jamie, this is David Bigwood. Sorry. What's the float you were using down the edge in the in the mark at Larford down the edge?
It were.
He's got it.
Wait there. I'll be back in a minute.
Right. I'll.
Where's it going? It's like last week now, Rich, isn't it? Just me and thee.
Come in.
I was there.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're a bit too organised for my liking, you, Jay.
Like it. Over in me back room with all me posh stuff is. I'll get you a couple so you can see it close. It would then be, and there me Tim Moore's carbon slims. 2mm bristle carbon stem slims. You know what I mean now. And I think at Larford I used I'm gonna say 4x12s. Yeah, 4x12s just strung out 10. Strung out 10s, strung out 11s. Strung out 10s, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
That's what we had. Yes, but we're not going into that because that's going to win me lots of money.
Yeah. Do you think you could catch the same amount fishing with an old school 12-inch hook length like we were all taught to fish with in the olden days?
Depends how you put your shot. Depends whether you're allowed to put shot on it or not. If you can't put shot on it, then no. Of course you wouldn't.
Yeah.
But
so
it all depends on that shot, isn't it? We have a little hook length because I don't know about Andy, but I've got no problem putting one or maybe in extreme situations 2 shots on my hook length. But I've never put any. I mean, no one would put any more than that, would they? But it's where your bulk needs to be. If you want a bulk, then you know, mate, a 12-inch hook knackers everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, it can work sometimes, can't it? Extreme situations, certainly for like waggler and that, and obviously winter carping, it can work having a longer hook length, can't it?
Yeah, like dobbing also. Well, it'd just be irrelevant, wouldn't it, with dobbing?
Yeah. No, I mean, coming through the water, you know what I mean? Having your first dropper like 12 inches away in effect. Well, it used to work well in the old days. Probably still would now. But it's just one of them things. We don't really do it anymore, do we? The norm is for like this time of year, 2, 3, 4 inch hook lengths, and then 6, 10 inch in 6, 8, 10 inch in the winter and what have you.
Yeah, big ones, do you? Do you still have 8s and 10s?
Oh, yeah. I'll do 8, 10 inches, mate, definitely. Especially when it's blowy for skimmers and all that. I'll put 3, 4, 5 inches on the bottom. It works really well then.
Well, yeah. I never have that. 6 inches is the biggest I go with, only ones.
Yeah. It's one of them. Whether it works or not, it works for me. I've always done it, so it's one of them, isn't it?
Yeah. For like F1E rigs with maggots on, maybe for that slow.
Yeah.
It's kind of a sponsorship question, but not quite.
And Andy's doing this. Come on.
So someone's asking, am I sponsored? No, I'm not. No one wants to sponsor me. No one would. I'm available. No, I worked for Matt previously and work for Spotted Fin now, so obviously I can get stuff cheap or whatever as I need it. But yeah, not. I was sponsored back in Carpy days.
Were you?
Yeah.
Who were you with, Rich?
It was ProLogic back in the day, and then Chubb and Grays after that.
Oh, they're quite good, Chubb and Grays. What's Andy doing? Where's the car? Idiots.
I went and put some lights on, but they weren't right, were they?
You sounded well surprised when you what were you expecting? A shocking company?
No. I was like, they're quite posh, and I know them. So yeah, I can't handle it.
Go on.
But Tyrone Horn, being sponsored, it can be great, but do you ever get frustrated if you've seen a rival company producing a product you can't use?
No, not really, because everyone does the same sort of things these days, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
And then if someone makes something, then you get the company that you're with to make something a little bit better than that.
I think that's probably the thing, isn't it? From a company point of view, if you want to be using someone else's product, they want to know the reasons why and make something better off the back of it. So.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's one of those, isn't it? When you look at any of the main tackle companies now, you look at them, and there's not really a lot. Like, people say, what's the best top end poles? There's none that you're going to look at and be like, oh, couldn't you? If you're spending $3,000 on a pole, you're getting a decent pole at the end of the day, no matter what company you're with. But yeah, but I suppose there's a lot as well where if it's something the company doesn't produce, you can use whatever you want as well, isn't it? It's not a.
People think that you're going to look in our boxes, and I might be a bit controversial here, and think that it is exclusively the one company that we're with. No tackle company is going to expect us to be 1,000%. Just that's it. Do you know what I mean? We use their kit because, in mine and Andy's case, we're both proper involved with it. What's that?
Guru Legend.
Oh, he's frozen with a guru bomb in front of him.
He's frozen. Well, that's Andy's deal gone. Right, come on. So what were we on about? What's going on? But yeah, wait. Are you gonna fix him, or are we just gonna wait for him to pop back?
I can't really do a lot, so we'll carry on with him. Oh no.
Yeah, he's back again.
Well, and then you all just froze like
What we about? Yeah, we're all going to have the odd bit of kit that's other people's, normally because our company don't make that.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Because we're not daft. You know, we're going to catch some fish, and if something's a unique product, it's we're going to play with that. But it's about what our job is to take any products, like you just said with that, back to our designers or whoever, and think about how we can make that better for us.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's nigh on impossible to come up with a uniquely brand new idea now. It nearly doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Groundbreaking, brand new item of tackle. It's about tweaking things now.
Yeah. I don't think there's ever going to, it doesn't feel like there's ever going to be sort of I'm pretty sure Andy's frozen again, but we'll carry on. But I don't think there's ever going to be like a big, from going like fiberglass rods to carbon fibre rods or something of that sort of scale. It doesn't feel like
leaders and things like that when they come onto it. You know, it's back again.
I don't know what's going on. It keeps freezing.
Yeah, we'll plod on regardless and see what happens. There's a bit more abuse from Mike Blake. So he's having a good night. Aid Green. Now that you can't fish matches, does a reduction in match winnings mean you might have to get a proper job, Jamie? I think Andy. I think Andy will be okay.
Nice.
The Andy ended that question in.
You couldn't be my bank runner, can't you, mate?
No, I'll be all right. I'm all right. Is
it? Steve Smith. When are you going to take Jamie? Asking me when am I going to take Jamie for a match at Kerbra? You'd like that? Did you say you'd been years ago or something?
I think I've been teaching it. That was the canal had the goldfish in, wasn't it?
Yeah, the canal used to have got loads of goldfish in, but that
instant win.
No, there was too many.
Oh,
it was just like everyone would just instant win instantly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it would be instant win first chuck there. But yeah, I've been there once. I ain't got long though. Isn't he going to sell that or something?
I think they've got planning permission for houses, and I'm sure he's got a fishery down the road or something, but I'm not 100% whether that's true or not. So.
Who knows? But we might have a little bit of space in May if we get let back, and the big matches don't start until June.
Yeah.
But
we shall see. Going back to almost fishing related questions, Colin Moores, when fishing wafters, washters, whatever, are you banned? Do you prefer to ban them or spike them?
Yeah, spike them.
Definitely. 100%.
The spike, yeah. With any boilie finger, spike's better, isn't it?
Yeah. Just that's a lot more natural, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I don't like them crossways either. I like them long ways.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, I like that.
That way. So, yeah, spike.
Is that so? It's got that sort of pivot, so it can just sit up and do its thing.
If it needs to, but I'm not a fan of that. I like sinking ones instead.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just trying to envisage it in my head, and it went a bit weird. Makins, Cudmore, or Hayfield? If you had to pick between the three, what's your favourite?
Hayfield.
Yeah.
I'm Cudmore through, but yeah, Hayfield for its purpose, certainly for the big matches and the size of the fish in there. I mean, we said it before, you never feel out of it, do you, in the matches, the size of the fish. It's a brilliant venue.
Special big. Hayfield.
Yeah.
Oh.
Has he been on again, Rich?
No, somewhere. When we were talking about them wagglers, I said artificially inseminating a bull, didn't I?
Yes, you did, cheeky.
That's probably not what I meant, but we'll move on. Nuts on fishing. Yo, lads.
Yo.
Do you think zigs would work in a match?
Ooh. Rich, you can answer it.
Well, Rich.
It is. We use them anyway. It's bomb and bread, isn't it? That's all the zig is. It's just fishing up in the water. I think if you look at sort of like pellet waggler and stuff, it's a zig in reverse, isn't it? It's all you're doing is presenting a bait mid-water, but rather than having it suspended coming up from a lead, you've got it falling down from a float, which is obviously you're getting a lot better indication, everything off that. So I think effectively you're doing the same thing with a pellet waggler or bowl and bread in the winter if you want to do that.
There's potentially a place in it in the future, isn't there?
Have you used it much, Jay? Have you used zigs much?
Oh, again, on the popped uppy bread or popped uppy boily sort of thing, not properly like 8 foot and things like that. Do you know what I mean? 12-inch off.
Yeah. I did have a random day on them at that Alders Farm near Milton Keynes. They banned bread, so you're not like you can't do bomb and bread. But there was a random day where
it's only dead shallow there, anyway, Rich. Isn't it like proper inches deep or something?
No, it was like 3-4 foot, but there was just you could see there was a ball of fish. I'd drawn standard epicenter sort of thing.
Nice.
It was half frozen at the time. You were fishing through a channel in the ice and just chucking a single pink boilie that was like 2 foot deep, and it just kept going. Like, you know, when in the winter where it's that embarrassing that you just chuck it out, you're like, oh, I'm kind of sorry. I'm not even doing anything. And it just kept going around. But yeah, there's definitely time and place for them, but I think there's probably better things than traditional zigs, unless it's low stock sort of venues. Have you
I
ever...
feel a bit dark. Am I going really dark? Can you see?
Yeah, a little bit, but...
I'm going to put another light on. Hang
on. Have you ever broke a rod or pole due to making a mistake that's cost you a match?
Yeah.
Well, that's better, isn't it? Oh, yes. What was the question, Rick? Sorry.
Have you ever broke a rod or pole due to making a mistake that's cost you winning a match?
I may or may not have done one on our live one, didn't I, Rich?
Oh, I think we mentioned this last
time.
Yeah,
he was on it as well, weren't you? You were fishing that match, that consultants one.
Yeah, I was it. Yeah. Again, I don't know if that didn't cost you winning, did it? That's just things that happen.
No, Denty beat everyone by like £500 that day, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Denty barristers all that day. Yeah, he even came and robbed my nets. He sent someone down to Jay, you're not using them. Can I have your peak nets, mate? Well, yes, here's for that.
Good lad.
Always nice when that happens, isn't it? Someone borrows your spare nets.
Then you've got to wait for him to weigh in before you can go, haven't you, though?
You just decided you were fishing a waggler all match, come what may, didn't you?
I think I fished feeder that day.
Oh no, yeah, traditional long feeder, wasn't it?
You got it with the glebe, I guess. Yeah, I just thought. Well, I've never fished pool one at the glebe without every single peg being in. So I thought, it's a feeder venue, that, isn't it? And I brought one a bung at like top 5 and down the edge all day, and I'm there with just rod set up and nothing else. That was a good move, wasn't it?
No. So more abuse from Mike Blake. So he's really having a good night.
We've not got to his question yet. No,
I don't know what the original question was. I'll probably come across it at some point, but I'm not losing my space. I'm quite enjoying the abuse, to be fair. although you are both coaches, how much practice do you do before a major competition?
Very, very little.
Hardly any. It can proper do your head in, can't it? You know what I mean? You think you've got so much sauce, you've got to keep an open mind. There's nothing to prepare it, or the fishery as well, for all them people being there, because no match that you go in will be like it. So it's completely different. Usually I have a couple of practice matches and that's it, innit? To find out what's working, making sure your elastic and your rigs are up to scratch, and that's usually it, generally, isn't it?
Yes.
Where was it? When Andrew Pearson, when was the last time you accidentally fell in?
I fell in for years, you know. I was trying to think the other day. Someone asked me that question the other day. When was the last time I fell in? I can't even remember the last time I fell in.
I've been in a couple of times last year to like retrieve stuff for people who are coaching, but I've not fell in for ages.
No, I can't remember falling. Man, I'll be Aaron looked at that story that I tell everyone when I fell in with all my kit.
Yeah.
And that was like, flipping out, that was about 8 years ago, that. Yeah, I fell in
I've
for
not
ages.
heard the story, Jay. Go on, tell us, mate. What was the story?
We've had it in the live stream already. Oh yeah, that's fair enough. On these big money finals, do you feel the prize money should be spread out more?
Only if I come second.
I've always thought so. I mean, it's section win, certainly in some of them, section winnings and maybe paying the top four and that as well. It definitely make a difference, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Sensible answer, yes.
Yeah.
It'd be about 10 grand for third or something like that. Because there's enough money, isn't it? All of them. There's 50 grand plus in all of them. You could pay. In fact, they're paying more than that with your section money. No, yeah. If they paid like 30, 20, 10. Yeah. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I think
really.
Fisho doing sections was the right thing, because I think that was the only one that didn't have them. And for all the publicity and everything it got, to go in the final and be like, I'm nowhere near them. It was, what is it, 6 pegs or whatever they're doing now for your section?
Yeah.
And what is it, a grand? No, 2. Was it 2 grand they were doing?
I can't remember.
2.5 in it. I'm sure it's 2.5.
Yeah. So it's like, it's bigger. Like you can win you're fishing a 6 peg match for more than you'd win in pretty much any other match, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. What chance would you have on a river against Bob Nudd, Clive Branson, and Alan Scotthorne?
4th.
Yeah, I'll just bring the bait.
Yeah. To be fair, I'd do that. I'd go and sit behind him. I'd have like an hour and a half each with him. That'd be amazing to watch him. Amazing.
No. Alan, catch some roach. What these roach?
14 metre.
Tell you what, this is how far behind we are in the comments. I've just got to all the people recommending fishery breakfasts.
Bloody that. That was like 7:07, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
So, Aldercar, Monk Hall, Risby in East Yorkshire.
I've had breakfast at every one of these so far, so yeah, they're all amazing.
Lavender Hall, Moreland's Farm when John's wife ran the kitchen. Monk Hall again, Lavender Hall. Maggie's Den.
That was nice and all. That was a nice brekkie.
How many times has Daddy May told Andy off of fishing and he realised Daddy May was right?
Pretty much all the time. Whenever I go out fishing, I've done it wrong. You should have a Golden Reel final. You need to get on pace down, veg son. That's what you need to do. He's acing Daddy May, but he's so right all the time. You know what I mean? He's one of these all proper old school and going, pressures and all that. He proper understands high pressures and low pressures and where the fish are going to feed, undertones and all that. It's just brilliant. And it does me head in when he's right. He's always right. Dads are never wrong, are they?
Ian Jessup is saying he always has a slice of cheese on a hot cross bun.
Yes, mate.
Did a little. And were you clipped up on the toilet paper challenge?
Yeah,
absolutely. We've got to clip up. I mean, as I say, it took like over 400 goals without clipping up, and then I clipped up. I did it in about 40, and then I didn't know how to edit, so I'm thinking I better try and get this one. And look, I got it in my 4th goal.
To be fair, right? Have you seen? They like we did it the proper way. We tried to flick it like we do with a feeder. All the carpy anglers just pendulumed it and swung it in. That looked a bit boring. That we made it hard.
I was thinking if someone could do it with the catapult cast, where you load it and ping it.
Yeah.
If you did that,
you're right through the
that's a bit random. Quick one for Jamie. Just before lockdown, I brought a margin pole for pleasure fishing. I've got 4 power kits and a short kit. What elastics would you fit to these?
In a margin pole?
Yeah.
I'd put 2 yellow slick in and 2 green slick in, and that'll do.
Yeah.
But going for 2 12 to 14s and 2 14 to 16s, and that'll cover everything for a margin pole. Unless you want to go proper riot gear that I wouldn't know if it's even heavier than that. It scares me any heavier than that.
Yeah.
What's the real heavy slick stuff like in snags and all that? Is it all right, or is it a bit stretchy?
Well, they do silly stuff, don't they? They do.
Oh, do they?
18. I think they go 20 to 22 now. Do you know what I mean?
Proper daddy may gear, that innit? Proper.
Yeah, for that.
Oh.
Mike, have you got to a question?
No, I've got Mike Blake says in absolute melt. This is turning into abusive comment section. Be nice.
Oh dear.
What works best for shallow fishing, slapping or tapping?
Depends. I mean, if it's F1s, without a doubt, tapping. If it's carp, slapping.
I like that answer.
You what, mate?
I like that answer. I was struggling with
that. Right, my work is done. See you later.
Yeah, but it doesn't it? Tapping doesn't make carp piece, does it?
No. F1, if you're allowed to tap on F1 venues, it does make a difference. Definitely makes a difference.
Yeah.
Tapping and slapping. Oh.
I
mean, still fishing. I like fishing.
It's a good one.
What? Fishing?
Yeah.
I miss fishing.
Do any of you use spices in ground bait?
Spicy? No.
No.
I put spices on my bronze maggot, turmeric. Can't not fish turmeric on bronze maggots. Yeah. But no.
It's all natural venues, isn't it? It's like,
isn't it?
Coriander and all that stuff, isn't it?
That's for roach, innit? Roach like a bit of coriander, don't they?
Nice, go ahead, Jay.
Catching a roach on coriander.
Roach on double worm at 14 metres.
What are we on? Oh, I'm getting abused. I'm getting abused now. What about the best comment winning a day's coaching with one of you excluding Rich?
Oh, that's just mean, folks. How dare you?
Nice, is it?
Right, I'm starting hiding people. It's good.
Are you blocking them, Rich?
Yeah. If people want to get abusive, I'll just block them. That's a nice thing. Can I get a big up for the NHS critical care team at the QE Hospital Birmingham? That's Tony Corbett.
Absolutely fantastic work as all the NHS, unbelievable work that you're doing, so fair play, absolutely amazing. Every Thursday, one of them giving it a clap for you all, so unbelievable what you're doing, brilliant. Thank you very much.
I don't these are all I think now. How would you fish a deep margin? We put that video up 2 or 3 weeks ago. If you scroll back, we've got one at Western Pools with Jay fishing a deep edge there, so have a look at that. Is David Mitchell.
Yeah, we went on Weir. We went on Weir this time last year.
Yeah, man, remember now. Yeah.
If Fishermania qualifiers get pulled, will Barry Hearn do a Champion of Champions competition? Don't know. Maybe.
I've even thought about that. There's not enough, is there?
What?
There wouldn't be enough. I think the last Champion in Champions was 2013, so there's not enough people to do that.
What do you mean for that? What, there needs to be 24 in the final?
Well, there was 16 in the last one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So who knows how many, but there wouldn't be enough.
I suppose you could do one from all three of the competitions, get them all on one.
That was. I got a message off Angling Times that it was like getting talked about, like a weird big match with lots of different genres fishing it.
Wasn't
that had won competitions, but it never materialised.
Wasn't that meant to be? I don't know who the bloke was, but wasn't it some individual bloke who just had a load of money that wanted to fund it out of his own pocket?
Yeah, something's going to happen, but I don't know what happened. Maybe it will. Nice. But no, what'll happen? I think Fisher will. Same as Golden Wheel, we're going to try the best to squeeze him in, but who knows?
I've lost track of where we are. Any of the lads, did you fish floating pole in the early days, and would you consider using it now?
No.
I mean, I was at the match at Morelands Farm when it got banned like that day, because I think it took John Talbot like 3 hours to weigh everyone in. It was ridiculous. Floating pole. It started off at Hayford. Have you heard of Hayford fishery in Northampton, where they used to have all like the Super League finals and all that?
Wasn't that the first ever big snake lake?
Yeah, that's right. And they used to fish it into the grass across it like 16 metres and all that. That's where, well, I think that's where it first started. And obviously it went to Hayfield and all that. I saw Mark Addy, I think, fishing it on one of the Adams Lake. He was like smashing all these like big ornamental carp out on it and everything like back in the day. But no, you don't need to these days. Carbon's too expensive to like go swimming after it. You used to see a lot of poles going out. Can't take him.
So, what is it? Just literally shipping the pole out, floating it on the surface?
Like a little bit of line with a tiny shot, just like the BB rig that you have, but then you'd have your pole floating on the surface. And you just stick it between your legs and just fire bait at it, and that was it. And the fish would just hook himself, simple as that. That's all he used to do. I think remember Garbolino did that floater pole for it? Remember that back in the day?
A floater, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you think companies will start producing 4-inch ready-tied hook links for the pole?
Yeah, I think they will. It's a tricky one to tie, but yes, I think they will. In fact, I know they will, but let's not get into that.
Okay.
Why? Andrew Pearson wants to know, why is Andy Bennett so good?
Because he's just very, very good. He has. It's the way he thinks. He thinks differently to anyone I've ever known before in how he thinks about his fishing. He has a lovely, straightforward way of understanding everything, and it's a fishing brain, isn't it?
Yeah, unbelievable.
He's just very, very, very good.
This is going off my memory, so it might be slightly wrong, and I might be misquoting, but there was a question before. If you could take one aspect of another angler's fishing and bring it into your own, what would it be, and who would it be off? So if you could take Andy Power's waggler fishing or something like that, what would you choose? I might have just answered it.
Yeah, that.
I was going to go for that as well, to be fair.
We'll both have that then. That's what we're on.
Both have that.
Yeah. So I feel like we're not too bad at the out left one, we living where we live, we're very, very good at that. But the waggler thing, because we have such a small amount of it, big carpy waggler fishing, we don't have it here, do we, in the Northwest?
No.
So we only get that little window in the summer when we can go to them big venues, and we get to do it as much as possibly can there. So yeah, we definitely lack against the skills of the when it comes to waggler. Am I going all dark when I turn my lights on?
No, I can see you, mate. I can see you.
And that was another one. I've suddenly had a brainwave of questions from last week. If you had to pick one angler on one venue to be guaranteed to win a match, who would it be and where? And it can't be yourself. I've got a mega one, guaranteed.
Bagger at what's the funny speed fishing one? What's that? Westwood. Bagger at Westwood. I don't think he's ever been beaten, has he?
I'm going to be nice to one of my little mates. I'm going to say Matty at Weston as well.
Is that Matty Dawes?
Matty Dawes gets job done at Weston as well normally. I'll be nice to him and give him that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mine was going to be Bennett, but on Skylark at Weston as well. Because that's that carpy one there, and he just every single qualifier, he just seemed to win from there. Wherever he
drew. Wins everything anywhere. Big bagger.
Right. We've been on nearly 90 minutes now.
Have we?
Yeah, we've
Oh,
dragged on this one. I'll pick a couple more. I'll try and pick a couple
Do
of
two
them.
more.
We've done them. Everyone, there's loads of questions about elastics, and there's a video we did 4 weeks ago, just
not
before
long
this.
ago.
So yeah, have a scroll back. We've kind of gone into detail on that. A bit more abuse from Mike.
I thought he'd apologised.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're friends again. Saying why Andy is so good. Why is Jamie so good? Same with Andy. What? Yeah, we'll reword that to a bit better. What do you feel your biggest skill or advantage is within match fishing?
What to Jay?
What do you feel yours is? And same to Jamie.
I don't know. I
know mine's me feeding. When fishing a long pole, loose feeding that middle line down, on a snake lake or basically any loose feeding, because I do have the tendency to throw it quite far, which can be a help sometimes. Especially like it never came into play, but the fish off final, 2016. Throwing net balls of slop, I could get it like 13, just over 30 metres, where I would have had another swim, but it was that windy, I couldn't fish it. But things like that, I suppose. So I'm going to go for that.
You are the best thrower I know, definitely.
I love loose feeding, mate.
Yeah, you are definitely the best thrower.
Don't win your big checks all day, does it?
It does, just at the right venue when it moves somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. What did I say? Yeah, making decisions, I'd say, man. I'm good at reading the situation and working out what I should be doing quite quick.
What about you, Rich?
I'm alright if I'm on fish. If I'm on fish, I'll win. That's not really a skill, is it? That's just match fishing. Nah, I don't know. I know I'm rubbish when I fall behind. If I start well, I can generally carry it on. But if I fall behind, then I start getting stressed and doing silly things. And
what about holding your pole, mate? Talk us through that.
Should we move on? Timothy Clegg, when fishing deep pellets like 10 foot plus, how would you feed pellets? How would you feed, basically? Do you feed them in a bowl, or do you just feed bigger pellets? Or
yeah, with hard pellets, you just feed a lot more, a lot less regular. As building in that sort of depth in the summer, I'd say. I'm thinking the long line at Ayfield and things like that. Yeah, you've got to feed it a lot more bait, a lot less often, so it gets to the bottom.
Would you still go cab pot, or would you actually ship out proper pot? And
yeah, I'd start with pot, and then I'd get Catty involved as soon as possible in the summer. In the summer.
I mean, obviously that depth of water in the summer, you want to try and draw them up, don't you? Simple as that.
Yeah, normally. Yeah. Go on, give one. What's it? There's two more.
Are you hungry, Jay? Do you want your tea?
Choose the octopus buns.
I think it was Ryan. I've lost it, but Ryan P possibly. Have you ever fished abroad?
No, I've never fished match style fishing abroad ever. No.
Have you done?
Yeah, obviously. Can I go back to me like England youth days and everything? Did you see that picture I put on the other day?
I was like, who's that?
That's maybe strawberry blonde hair and everything. So I've been to Croatia and Portugal, the England youth team. I fished in France when we've been on holiday, and I fished in harbours and all that when we go to Spain and everything, you know what I mean? But match fishing, yeah. Portugal and Croatia. Good.
Nice. Someone's asking me, do I miss bivvy carp days? And do you incorporate anything into your match fishing? To be honest, I still do bits and pieces. I don't think I'd class myself as just a match angler. I just do whatever takes my fancy at the time. But yeah, I think whatever aspect of fishing you do, there's always something you can take, be it presentation, reading what fish are doing, all that sort of stuff. There's always something you can take and apply to match fishing, or take from match fishing and apply to something else. So yeah, just go fishing. Last one. I've seen a good one. If you could take a time machine, what method would you take back to smash up all the early commercial matches?
Just take pellets back and that's it. Hard pellets, done.
Yeah.
No.
What, just fishing up on the deck nice and tidy?
Yeah.
I was like too late getting onto pellets when like Neil Machin, Andy Morse was smashing everything on pellets, and then this chap here, Jay, came along, just like ridiculously took over. And I was too late, like, nope, not going to eat maggots, casters, that's all I'm fishing, not going to fish anything else. Definitely pellets.
Nice. So we'll leave it at that. We'll do the standard apologies to anyone getting angry that we didn't answer the question.
Sorry.
There's quite a lot. Someone asking who the bagger is. That is Andy Bennett, the one
Who's
and
the bagger?
only.
How dare you?
So we'll leave it at that because that dragged on to nearly an hour and a half. And,
Are we done?
yeah.
Fair play. Value for money, innit?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much, folks, and thank you again, any NHS workers. Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you very much. And hopefully, assuming we're still on lockdown, we'll probably be here same time, same place next week.
Oh, good.
Thank you very much.